Okay. Ready? Hey everybody, this is Jim from musicplayers.com saying hi again. We've been having a great time at NAMM 2016, as you know. Got a lot of great videos. We're on our last day, and we got a couple really exciting things to talk about. I'm here with Paul from NUGEN Audio. They're based in the UK. We got some great metering things, not only for post-production, but they're also trying to educate in the music industry, because loudness is really becoming something to consider if you want your music to get across multiple mediums, multiple countries, and things like that. So Paul's the expert on their products. I'm going to turn it over and tell us all about NUGEN Audio.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've been having a great conversation with James actually about loudness issue for music, because loudness has become the law for broadcast. There's no law about it in music, but so much music is consumed now by streaming services like Spotify, iTunes Radio, YouTube, and Pandora, that if you don't know about loudness normalization, you're really damaging your music when it's getting played out to the end user. So we've got plugins which measure the loudness levels to help you understand what's going to happen to your music master when it's loudness normalized later on. It might sound loud in the studio, but really what you've done is you've just destroyed the transients. You've lowered your headroom, and by the time it's been loudness normalized, you've lost all of that life that you put in when you were mastering it. So MasterCheck is a tool for measuring the loudness levels of your music and understanding what you've done to the transients. I think it could be a really useful tool to your listeners.
So in my case, I've got artists and I educate them, but they're worried about, well, you know, it sounds louder in a CD. We even talked a little bit about how you could have two different mixes, but can you explain a little bit about the different loudness levels and what happens to audio on YouTube, what happens to it through iTunes Radio, what happens to it through Spotify, and what kind of damage can be done to the music?
Sure. Yeah, so when you're mastering the music, what you're listening to, great, that's just the digital audio. But when it's submitted to iTunes Radio or to Spotify or to YouTube, there's a computer in the cloud that listens to the audio, works out the loudness level, and reduces the level. If you've made yours loud, the computer's just going to turn the volume down, which means your music's going to sound quieter. So what's sounding loud to you, by the time the end user listens to it, it isn't going to be as loud. All that's going to be happening is that you've lost that headroom that you were pushing up into, computer turns it down, and you've lost all your transients.
That's really important. That's cool. This is great. I'm the one.
I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, that's really important, because you want your music to sound good, and I know I've had lots of discussions with my artists I work with. It can't be stated enough that this is becoming more and more the international standard, and either going to conform or you're not going to be able to compete with people who are getting a clue about their loudness levels. It just has to happen. We're the ones who start that, and that's really important. And you said you also have some post-production tools that are helpful?
Yeah, sure. So we have a bunch of tools which are used for post-production, for TV or for film. Loudness metering, so you can make sure that you're complying with the loudness legislation for TV. We have a true peak limiter. So again, that's part of the loudness standards, is this true peak, this inter-sample peak measurement, which is really important, not just to measure the peak, the digital peak level, but the inter-sample peak level. And we also have a tool for automatic correction of loudness. So this is great for broadcast post-production. If you've got a quick turnaround scenario, you've got to get the material out, and it's got to be loudness compliant. You can use LM Correct, which is an audio suite for Pro Tools. At fast and real time, it'll correct the loudness of your material.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
Just going to wrap it up real quick. We want to say thanks, Paul, from NUGEN Audio. They're based in the UK. We just talked about some of the loudness metering tools. Great stuff. I'm looking forward to looking into it myself and using it. I have tools, but they got some really good stuff. I think that not only will help for me in my application to get things done quicker, but also as an easy way to educate your clients if you're an audio engineer, and even in post-production, trying to explain what these standards are and how they need to be adhered to. So once again, Jim signing off from musicplayers.com here at NAMM 2016. Thanks again to Paul at NUGEN Audio, and we'll see you guys again soon. Cool? Great. Awesome. Thanks, man.